So the Cars on the Road trailer just released, and we have quite a bit to talk about. It felt like a whole movie of Cars 4 coming out, but no, it's just the series on Disney Plus. So fasten your seatbelts and let's get talking about this thing. So we begin with Lightning McQueen racing around Willie's Butte. So it might be an indicator that he either did not retire as of yet, or he's just doing some racing strategies just to keep his flow going and not lose the feel of it. He might think of training soon, who knows? Something I did peep was that his fabulous Lightning McQueen paint job from Cars 3 was already off, and he came back to his typical Rusty's paint job. So that might also be a sign he still races, or they just want to keep the same McQueen feel that we've had for all these years. We then transition to what appears to be McQueen and Mater driving on some snowy area, and then Lightning asks Mater if he's ready to race. This might be Mater potentially being trained, but I don't know, I'm just making some things up. Who can ever see a tow truck race? I mean, he totally did not race in Tokyo Mater. He does still give an attempt though, but not surprisingly, McQueen zips right past Mater. Now, back to good old Radiator Springs where we do see the townies, which makes me very excited. And Mater mentions that he will be out of town because he'll be visiting his sister for her wedding. Now, this might be some interesting plot of the show. We're going to be introduced to Mater's sister, hopefully, who we had no clue that existed. Now this kind of reminds me of Cars 2 in a way, because McQueen asked Mater if he can go with him. But of course in Cars 2, it was the other way around. McQueen asked Mater to join him along in going around the entire world. Off they go on a road trip, and they come across many landmarks which are fairly interesting to see, like a whole statue of some tire or something. We even get to see the famous dinosaurs that we've seen art of. Now, I don't know if they're supposed to be extinct like in the real world, or if they're just some random experiment some lab is holding. Then we see some tow truck looking character with flames on the side, and then with some evil laugh. Could this be the first look of Mater's sister? Possibly. But I mean, what a difference from Mater's personality. His reaction even proves that he agrees with us. Oh dear mother. My thinking here is that they'd go around the entire country, or at least different states within the US, as there are different settings. They run into a circus, even meet some monster truck who seem to be camouflage or something. Oh wait, never mind. She was not camouflage, she was just all dirty and messed up, because then she got cleaned up with her new shiny looks. Pretty cool monster truck if I say so myself. And she's pretty cute. Then Mater seemed to get a car wash, but there was no difference, to be honest. Now the next scenes are going to be quite interesting. We see this one black car fighting some others, and I wonder who he is. We might have some sort of villain or at least an antagonist throughout the series. But then we have these crazy looking cars that seem awfully creepy. They have like a bunch of spikes on them on the side, and they're all like bulky. Kind of gives me some flashbacks to the demolition derby scene from Cars 3. So much fire, dirt, drifting. But can we potentially have an appearance of Miss Fritter once more? Probably not, but you never know. Looks like lots going on, because we move from that craziness to like a DJ or neon celebration type scene where the cars are driving on the road and Mater just gets switched into some neon dimension. But guess what? We see none other than the famous Easter egg of Todd the Pizza Planet truck, because cars cannot be cars without your boy Todd. Remember the creepy cars that I mentioned earlier though? Yeah, those guys return, but it seems to be as if they were in some sort of war or battle. Some cars even look like they have some weapons charging at others, so we might even see a whole battle at some point, maybe in the final episode. It gets dramatic near the end because we have quick switches from the dinosaurs we saw earlier to Mater flying in the air, and then we see these ghost-like cars coming out of the paintings and randomly dancing with McQueen. Yet again, more fast-paced switching until we get to the end, where we see a place called Cretaceous Gardens with like dinosaur models. Jurassic Park and Pixar Cars. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Then to the world's largest tire maze, and both friends just yelling their names trying to find each other, and they're just literally close by. What speculations do I have? Well, I already basically mentioned some of them. For example, battle scenes or possible appearances of former characters. Oh yeah, talking about old characters, I do question, where's Cruz? She wasn't seen in the trailer, so it might be a cliffhanger where they're leaving us a surprise, maybe making us wait for a second trailer or for the entire series itself to release. I doubt Cruz will be removed from the plot like that, but we can tell two things that are 100% facts. The first is the release date being confirmed for September 8th, which is kind of earlier than expected. They did mention fall of this year, but I would figure it'll be like in October or something. So from the release of this video, we are a month and 6 days away. Secondly, this series is very adventurous. We explore new places and meet a lot of new characters. I personally think that in this series, McQueen will be indeed retired from racing, just now enjoying life. Or a possible second thought, he might be out for the season, making him travel out of nowhere with Mater. I'm honestly hyped for this series. Although I don't have money or can access things within Disney Plus, I'm stoked for the series because it just looks so good. And all this in 9 episodes? Like, wow, the trailer makes the 9-episode journey for the first season seem very worth watching. Now let's just hope that's the case. What are your personal thoughts of the trailer? And what are your personal predictions of the first season? You can leave a comment below. And well, I'm just gonna be here hanging around at Flows.